Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. Okay, I'm a bonehead. All right, I wrapped up my first video on the spirit of Christmas, and you know, I started thinking to myself, how do I make a video about supporting local, you know, people, and not mention some of the other ones that I should have? Oh, I don't know. All right, this will be a part 2 to my last video, which is fine because I needed to get some of this magic oil from Rusty's on some of my knives and some other stuff anyway. All right, listen. One of the most awesome YouTubers ever of all time, Pete from the Armory channel. He has a store, and I do not know how well it's doing for him. I hope that it's doing very well. I haven't, to be honest with you, I've had a lot of stuff in my own life going on, and I haven't been able to keep on top of it. But I will tell you that Pete is a class act. He's a good guy. He really is. He's one of the good guys. And we know there's enough that aren't. He's one of the good guys. And if you can support his store, buy a thing or two. You don't have to buy a ton of stuff, but buy a thing or two just to support him. And I'm sure he's got stuff that you might need. I'm sure there's a cool knife or something, or some kind of cleaning equipment or something over there. Definitely check it out. There'll be a link underneath, of course. Also, Cutlery Lover. And I don't believe that you can buy his hot sauce on Pete's store. To be honest with you, I'm out of the loop on that. I have no idea what went down with that or what the story is or any of that. You know, and it is what it is. But I will tell you that the last I heard, Jeff still had some hot sauce for sale. So there'll be a link to his channel. And by the way, if you're not subbed to these guys, sub to these guys. They're awesome. He's got some cool hot sauce. Jeff is all about hot sauce, knives, Zippos. He's just an all-around great guy. So definitely, if you can, support Jeff. Also, you know, I'll tell you, I don't know if she's doing anything for Christmas this year, but I remember TheScruffyJones doing some stuff last year. She's an artist. Some of you know her as Lady Garden Hoe, and I think she's probably got a dozen other names, but she is really a cool chick. She's a cool artist. She's very creative. Last year she was selling little things, and I think she's probably doing it this year too. If not, I don't know, but definitely she does do art, and she does sell her art. Not as a full-time job, because, you know, people who sell art as a full-time job, 99% of them are starving artists. Who needs that in their life? But I'll leave a link to one of her channels. It may be the Lady Garden Hole, but you can just send her a message saying, hey, you know, what do you got going on this year? I think one year she might have been doing like little ornaments, Christmas ornaments. So for sure, check that out. Speaking of artists, Clay Guy 1. Now, he is a uber successful artist. He is a sculptor, and he does some freaking unbelievable stuff. I'm gonna listen. Even if you're not interested in buying art, or of course, most of us couldn't afford the stuff that he does. And he does full life-size bronzes and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. I've been fascinated by this guy for a long time. I should have probably gave him a shout out forever ago. He's a really cool guy. His name's David Lemon. He's a pretty famous artist, actually, out west. And he's got this channel. He does these sculptures. But here's the neat thing about David. He shows you. It's almost like he's almost like an art professor. He literally shows you from the very beginnings, when he takes one of the reason he calls his channel Clay Guy 1 is that he takes clay and he sculpts the clay, and then of course has it bronzed. But he does it step by step. And if you've never seen a bronze being created, take the time and go over to David's channel. Tell him I said hi, you know. But go over there and check it out. You know, even if you only watch a few of his videos, it's really super neat. I mean, he's got a ton of videos, but he's got videos of him taking his clays to the foundry, you know, and the whole process. It's just really neat. I always thought it would be a really cool History Channel reality TV show. But, you know, you know, it may be someday. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do it. Who knows? But check him out. Okay, so who else? So we got Pete from the Armory channel. We've got we've got Cutlery Lover Jeff and his hot sauce. We've got TheScruffyJones, and we've got Clay Guy 1. If there's anybody else that sells stuff on YouTube to make a little extra money, or maybe it's your business, put something in the comment section there. You know, I can't remember everybody. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. when I make a video, I have kind of an idea of what I'm gonna, what I'm gonna talk about or what I'm gonna make the video about. I don't script anything. So basically, when I turn that camera on, God only knows what's going to come out of my mouth. So, I mean, but now the downside to that is after I'm done making a video, I usually am in a situation like I was after I made the last video by saying, holy crap, how can I forget about Pete? And Jeff. I mean, how do you not remember these people? But, the truth of the matter is that, my brain is, it's not very big. I'm lucky to be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. All right, I don't know. I probably missed a bunch of other people that's doing some really outstanding stuff. But I guess the point of the whole now mini series of videos is try to support one another. Try to support one another. Times are tough for a lot of people right now. And I bet you even David Lemon, who is an established, famous artist. The truth is that, some of the stuff he does are thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'll bet you it's tough for him too, And I know his van just broke down. I think it cost him a couple $1,000s to fix. So, poor guy, right before Christmas. And you know what? Because this is a Christmas video, let me give a shout out to Seth. Seth is my personal pastor here on YouTube. He reads from the Good Book every day. And originally, when I first met Seth, he was doing a series called, I don't want to say it was Jesus 360, where every day for 360, or Jesus 365, every day he was reading a passage for 365 days. And which you can imagine is a lot harder than it would seem. To commit to doing something every single day, it's not easy. Seth is a preacher. He's got a little church in Southeast Kentucky. Just a really, really, really super guy. I will leave a link to his channel. For those of you who are Christians and you are interested in hearing the Lord's Word, by all means, subscribe to this guy. He's a super, super nice guy. He's a preacher, but he's got a day job. He's a mechanic. He owns a shop. Him and his father, and they work on wrench on cars. But every Sunday he's there at the church, and he does a lot of prayer chains and stuff. He's just a super, super nice guy. And since Christmas is all about, or should be at least all about, the birth of Christ, you might want to go check out Seth. So anyway, I'm not going to start preaching. That's not my style. But yeah. Anyway, everybody listen. Have a great Christmas. Everybody take care. See ya.